EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Darnold. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
6.
Back to throw, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Darnold's throw taken in by Mims. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down, New York.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Lining up
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Quickly to Van Jefferson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The ball carrier, Nathan Shepard, brought him down. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Third and 2, Goff. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
To Van Jefferson.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked up by Blesson Austin. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Jets.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Jets 21, Rams 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Gone. Going up top for Cup, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he wants Reynolds way down. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Six yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Trying to find Cooper. It's intercepted. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Darnold now to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Jets' 7-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal. Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes this
extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is going to be intercepted.
yourself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now. Akers, and some space here. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards on the ground.
At the 1-yard line.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw is gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Not much there, only a yard.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Darnold completes it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A give to Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now the late signee, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Goff now to throw. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked him up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe they'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a 1st down and a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Today's
So the